Alright, so this video is going to go over how hot the exhaust pipe gets on the catalytic converter and what we do to remove the inside and gut it out, and then our interesting attempt to weld it back together, but in the end we ended up getting a shop to help us out and let a professional do it. And we're also showing how we changed out the carburetor jets, how to disassemble this nibby carburetor and put in the new pilot jet and the little main jet. And lastly, because now that we're distributing more of the heat around the entire exhaust system instead of the concentrated area at the catalytic converter, it's gonna get hotter overall. So we're having to apply heat tape, a reflective heat tape, around not only the pipe but all of its surroundings, because past events we've seen other Hawk Riders have their airbox and other stuff melted just from the heat from the exhaust pipe alone. So this is what we do to solve it.
Okay, I'm saying, I'm gonna check the temperature. Coming out there about 610, 20, and that's the probably hottest point. And where we have the catalyst converter right there. That's where it's supposed to be. That's about 236 idling. And where we're touching the cover, something wrong here. Let's say hi. Let's recheck. Yeah. So that means it's transporting all the heat to the cover, because it's just metal. It's just screwing. It's very hot here, transporting all the cover, heat to the cover, where we have the air box, the closest point to the air box, right there. We're getting a lot of heat there too. 245. Gee. Oh boy. Yeah. So it's sending all the heat to the muffler. You know, the reason I'm checking the temperature is because I'm thinking about either gutting out the catalyst converter or just cut it up and weld it to a straight pipe. I don't want to change the whole pipe, the whole system, because I like the way it's sitting there, this original position, because aftermarket ones, they hang a little too low, and just, I like the shape the way it is. So the only option I see is either buy this section or gut it out, which is the cheapest way, is gut it out or just put the straight pipe there. Let's check the temperature, okay? With the RPM on, let me turn the light off, okay? Okay, I'm gonna give it some gas and let's see how hot it gets, okay? That's how hard it gets in 1 minute. Guys, that's over 1,000. Oh my god, too hot. I bet that's the same thing there. Holy cow. How about there? Yep, definitely I'm gonna burn myself. Oh boy. At this rate, we're gonna burn the oh boy. Yeah. We're gonna burn the airbox too. No good.
This is all your floats, floaters.
That's pilot jet there, and
This
that's
one?
the main. The long one is the pilot jet, and this is the main jet. Okay, yeah, it's pretty simple.
Took it out. Alright, got the, what is it? 130? You can see it. That's your screw there.
We don't know how much that's gonna change because the difference is very minimal. Did you change the pilot jet too?
Change that out as well?
Yeah, just change it so they go balanced.
There's a factory pilot jet.
What's the factory pilot jet size?
40?
So we changed to 42.
42. After that, we changed out the position where the needle inserts into the carburetor, the throttle needle. We had to find the perfect level for it. Too high, the RPM was too high. Too low, it was too low. So we had to stick the insert right in the center. Once we had finished opening up the catalytic converter, we then had to use a Dremel, but that ate up the Dremel so fast, so instead we used a entire large drill bit. The drill bit ended up breaking because of how hard the inside, what feels like sheet metal was. But once we had it all gutted out, we took the Dremel metal bit and started cleaning it up, getting a cleaner shine to it.
Well, this is how much you got out of Hawk's exhaust catalyst converter. A bunch of sheet metal wrapped inside, catching the exhaust fume, which was becoming like a charcoal, basically becoming like a charcoal, stopping all the exhaust fumes, as you can see. So I decided to cut it out. Look how it looks like. Yeah, it's like a charcoal, and nothing but the sheet metals wrapped, you know. Yeah, look, it's all clogged up. So it's a better idea if you're gonna replace whole system. So less than $100, some modification, or like we're doing, cut it out and see if you can de-weld it somehow. That's which we're gonna try it. See what happens. We're gonna give it a shot. If it doesn't happen, we're gonna try to take to a local welder shop, muffler shop, see if they can help us out. If not, we're gonna replace the whole thing. Let's see what happens. Yuck.
Once it was all gutted out, we brought out the welder, and this was my first time welding. It was not a very good job, but there was an attempt, and you gotta start somewhere.
This is actually after several practice. Wow. A lot of practice. Well, look at it. Well, it's doing a good job. A lot of holes, but hey, practice. It's getting there. I'm proud of it. Aren't you guys? Wow, a lot of improvement. Well, Josh is practicing, and this is his second rod. He's improved. Look, pretty solid. That's pretty solid. Yeah, getting there. This is scrap metal. Actually came from the Hawks crate. We saved a few. We dumped most of them, but we saved a few. And this is the purpose that it's working for us. Just practicing it. Look, we made a few holes there, but hey, he's doing a good job. Good. Well, my son is trying to weld first time in his life, and he's having heck of fun. Look at him. I don't know if he's welding or making. I don't know. Look at his job. Look at that. Oh, poor. Oh my God. Poor muffler. Okay, after grinding up, we found a bunch of our fault. Lousy welding job. We found some holes. So what we're gonna do is try to de-weld it and see if we can actually cover those holes. All right, we only spent about four welding rods. Let's see. I think we're gonna be able to do it. All right. you can see, we have a straight pipe. Steam is start coming out. Man, it's very cold outside right now. Fiberglass is still wet, very wet from our work. So it's a normal that it has to go through a drying process. But we already here sounds a little more bang. As you can hear. You can hear it. Give some rapid gas. Job we did, my son Joshua, he did it. We heat wrapped it, everything on the way. Make sure it's not gonna melt anything. Pretty good job. Even this paint is engine block paint, so it's to be heat protected. So yeah, even we wrapped it spark plug wire there, cable, wire, whatever. Okay, brake lines, everything. Yeah. It's been over 2 minutes. No heat is coming here yet.
It's reaching here now.
Yeah, it's reaching there. Okay, here we go. After we dry up all the exhaust tape, heat wrap. Let's see. You can actually hear a little more bang. Very good.
Once we had finished up with the exhaust pipe, we then decided to apply heat reflective tape all over the areas where the exhaust pipe would get close to either the frame or to the airbox itself, and also to the brake line. After that, we also applied heat tape around the spark plug wire. Because of how low it hangs, we also had a little mount to keep it up near where the carburetor was and to keep it away from all that heat, because it was actually melting the wire itself. So that'll wrap up the video. If you guys have any questions about what we did or how we did things, ask in the comments below and we'll be sure to answer them. Thanks for watching.